Right, folks. Settle down. Settle down.
Why the hell are we even here?
Yeah, we could be having so much fun in maths right now.
Your guess is as good as mine. I found this mysterious memo on my desk this morning. Delinquents.
Delinquents? I hope they dominoes.
I'll let you be the judge of that. Anyways, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend despite the tragic passing of Miss Simmons.
I'd hardly call it tragic. Nobody liked her.
That is neither here nor there. With such an untimely death, it's important that someone remains strong and leads you all into battle. As a wise man once said, the pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. With this in mind, I shall assume the role of interim headmaster. I did expect a round of applause, but I guess not. Mia.
I think I speak for everyone here. When I say the death of Miss Simmons is just awful, I honestly don't think I can focus on my studies for at least another week. Hell, maybe even 2, which means we surely deserve time off.
Nice try, Mia. But now is not the time for absence, but the time to come together. It's like Abe Lincoln said himself, a house divided against itself cannot stand.
So we got the History Channel on repeat.
Miss Simmons' allergic reaction shall not be in vain, and I intend to continue her legacy in the best way I know how, by doing everything she didn't.
Oh, sorry. Brilliant, you're all here. You got my memo? The name's Pat Gilmore, head of school security. I've been enlisted to conduct an internal investigation of Miss Simmons' death. And since many of you were here the night of her passing, I have reason to believe at least one of you may be guilty.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
No, just got one of those faces. That's not important, however. Many of the custodial staff informed me that Miss Simmons took her allergies rather serious, so I find it quite surprising to hear she died from a cake made in this very building.
The police ruled out any wrongdoing, so surely this isn't necessary.
Well, your reluctance to cooperate suggests a rather delicate accusation, Mr. Mars. And we wouldn't want that now, would we?
Get a load of this, Narc.
In that jacket, talk about a tryhard.
Pardon my hostility, and theirs, but I just don't see what security would find that the police couldn't.
Well, your stained tie sits in a disgraceful, childish manner, which only suggests you're a single slob. And that garish, tropical shirt suggests your mother's still dressing you. And the crumbs from your beard to your face suggest you have an affinity with eating delicious desserts, not just making them. Need I continue? For legal purposes, I intend to conclude this investigation by the 4 p.m. school bell.
Listen, folks, today we're going to do things slightly differently. Mr. Gilmore here intends to conduct an investigation into the death of Miss Simmons, and I'd like us all to cooperate as much as possible.
I'll collect one-to-one statements in the interrogating room.
So, by interrogation room, you mean the gallery?
exactly how long have you been teaching cookery?
You see, I'm actually a history teacher with a PhD. But that didn't matter to Miss Simmons. I was forced into home economics. She didn't see the value of teaching something that's already happened. To add insult to injury, I was made to oversee detention that evening.
Well, it sounds like she never respected you.
Never respected me. She never respected anyone. Let me tell you, those kids have as good a reason as any to want to, you know. Miss Simmons was handing out detentions left, right and centre. Amongst other reasons, that bizarre evening, many of them had motives. You see, detention coincided with Miss Simmons' grand announcement. The unveiling of Vice Headmaster.
Well, well, well. Would you look at this? All of the no-good delinquents in one room. And that includes you, Mr. Mars. You. Wipe the lipstick, Missy. This is detention, not a fashion show. And you. Cut it out.
Who? Me? I didn't do anything.
You're thinking too loud. It's putting me off. Right. I want all of you to shut your pie holes and listen. Since you're all here and have nothing better to do, I demand that you all make yourselves useful and bake a cake for the new vice headmaster. I've never known anyone more suited for the role. They're efficient. They're smart as hell. And by God, are they a fine specimen. And that person shall be me! For the first time in the school's history, I will be taking on both roles for double the wage, of course.
The stupid promotion should have been me. It was about time that beast took notice of my work.
Squire, come!
I'd have been here sooner, but this thing's heavier than it looks.
All complaints in writing in my imaginary pigeonhole. Now, crack a few eggs and bake me a cake, you useless, inept scum. And no damn nuts, okay? We wouldn't want poor little Mia being without her new mammy.
Your tone sounds a tad bitter, if I'm honest.
Of course I'm bitter. I've been grinding here for 10 years. I deserve a little recognition, surely. But you best go have a wee chat with Mia. Rumour has it, Miss Simmons was, shall we say, intimate with her father.
Yes, the rumors are true. Miss Simmons was sort of my new... It kills me to even say this. Mother. I wouldn't kill her over that, though. She made Daddy happy.
As Miss Simmons' stepdaughter, I'm sure you'd know a better than most students, no?
What did you say? Let's get one thing straight. She was dating my father. I was no stepdaughter. But yeah, I knew all about her and her stupid allergies. She sure liked to tell everyone. It didn't help that she basically used her EpiPen as a weapon.
EpiPen? Yeah.
She was super careful to avoid any nuts. And we were super careful not to add any.
That smell. It's familiar. It almost smells like walnuts.
No walnuts here. I double and triple checked just for you, Missy.
Are you calling me a liar?
No, I'm just saying you're wrong.
Wrong is another word for liar, you useless, incompetent brat. Let's get ourselves a little guinea pig, shall we? Where is, Alex.
The weird kid, Alex, also has a severe nut allergy. So by default, she's the guinea pig.
I don't think I want to do this.
I want never gets. Go on. Try it. It's only your life on the line. Oh, when I catch the brat that did this, you will be in detention until death!
And just like that, I guess it was stolen or something.
You must know someone who may have taken it.
I wouldn't be sitting here if I knew, would I? Ask Jessica. Or the weird kid.
The weird kid.
Look, whatever they said, it's not true. I might look the part, but my hands are clean.
I don't want to press you, but if you're lying, you could get in a lot of trouble. You could go to prison, you'd have to deal with your parents' disappointment, and worse still, you'd be in detention for the rest of your days.
It was probably Jessica, okay? I'm pretty sure I definitely saw her throw it in the trash.
Ah, you're pretty sure about this?
Maybe you're best hearing it from the horse's mouth. But trust me, I'm guilt-free. Just because I listen to sad music and wear eyeliner doesn't make me a suspect, just an outsider.
Oh, sure. Blame the popular girl. Everyone loves her and worships the ground she walks, so it must be me. It's always a weird kid.
Well, not to point any premature fingers, but I did hear your batter smelled of walnuts.
That? I can explain that. Miss Simmons was senile psycho. She probably smelled my perfume or something.
Walnuts aside, Alex suggested you threw the EpiPen into the bin.
She's just trying to put the blame on me. Let me tell you, all the others had much better reasons to kill Miss Simmons. First and foremost, you've got Mia, who who narrowly avoided a lifetime with Miss Simmons as her new mother. Alex was weird, so why not throw her into the mix? And let's not forget about Mr. Mars and the whole promotion. Oh, and you're also forgetting the fire starter herself, Rachel Hernandez.
Rachel Hernandez?
She's the resident troublemaker, constantly in and out of detention. It just so happened that she was a no-show most of that evening. And it doesn't take a detective to realize that's a bit sus. Hate to run, Mr. Detective, but lunch is calling. I'd buckle up your ideas over a sandwich or two, cause this case is as dead as Miss Simmons.
Well, 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 if it isn't Rachel Hernandez herself.
What's it to you?
I'm trying to conduct an investigation into Miss Simmons' death. Could you maybe not do that?
It's abandoned property. Who cares?
It's a crime, and I'd say it's really annoying for the caretaker. Besides, I need to know more regarding your whereabouts last Friday.
I was in detention like the rest of the degenerates.
I hate to call you a liar, but you're a liar. Many of your friends suggest you set the fire alarm off that evening.
I'm an opportunist. I don't have friends. Speaking of that, I have information you might want.
Work with you? The girl who sets off fire alarms?
Look, I didn't mean to say it off. Now, I do a lot of stuff people here would call illegal. So, the sooner I help you, the sooner you're off my back and we can get back to our meaningless lives. Sounds good?
Fine, you got yourself a deal, but you betray me, you'll be in detention until retirement.
The needle that will have saved Miss Simmons. I tried keeping it for myself, but little did I know that Mr. Mars was watching me. I was powerless, so I just had to hand it over.
Rachel! I might have known this was you. Have another 3 weeks detention. On me. And I want that cake on my desk in 30 minutes. No excuses.
So you see, there's not much else I could have done. I guess Mr. Mars is your murderer, not me. You better get a confession from him soon though. Now, I never listen much in maths, but it's almost 2 and we leave at 4. You're running out of time.
You might just be onto something here. I need to get that monster behind bars now.
Come on, man. Am I in the clear or what?
And that is why I recommend dialectical materialism as a bit of light reading. Ah, Pat.
Please tell me you're not working with her.
We have a business arrangement, yes.
God, you're stupid with a capital S. She will throw you under the bus in a heartbeat.
She should be behind bars. She's the worst offender the school's ever seen.
Guys, I'm right here.
Hush now, kids. I need to get a confession from that man. Mr. Mars, if you'd like to step aside, we can talk in private.
I have as much to confess as you do evidence, you delusional fool.
My sources certainly beg to differ. You see,
Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, girls. How are you? Sorry, excuse me. How are you today? Here. Very good. Ah, there you are, Pat. I've been looking for you all day. Well, we kids had an
accident and that's you best go clean it up.
I knew I recognized you. You're not the head of security. You're the school janitor.
I prefer the term caretaker.
You've no authority. You're nothing. You're an utter disgrace. Hell, I'd wager you murdered Miss Simmons.
You're here all hours, day and night.
You do have keys to every room.
You were probably there the night she died, sweeping floors and poisoning cakes.
It all adds up. You tried to pin it on us to cover your tracks.
So, you kept that quiet.
You don't actually think I did this, do you?
Well, no, of course not.
I thought I could make a name for myself. This was the chance to show I'm not some janitor that mops floors. I'm a loser, Rachel. I'm hanging out with kids. I'm trying to solve fake mysteries. I'm barely even Scooby-Doo. I might as well be Velma.
You're more than a janitor. You said it yourself. You're a caretaker.
What's the difference? Oh yeah. At the end of the day, I get to lock up for an extra £5. I thought this case would make me into something. My older brother is a cop. My dad's a cop. His dad's a cop. Dad's a cop. What am I? I'm a loser in a long line of winners.
Look, it sucks that you're sweeping floor instead of solving crimes, but this so-called case has way too many layers to it. Don't beat yourself up.
Layers? Layers? Layers?
Layers?
Layers! I think I got it!
You have?
Layers!
Layers?
Hush now, hush now. I'm entering my happy place.
What now?
It's the Mind Palace. Or Meditation Castle. Whatever they call it. Oh my God, I think I cracked it. I think I've cracked it. Keep meditating. I'll be back in 5. Consider yourself back under investigation, Mr. Mars.
Haven't you bins to empty or teachers to murder?
I may be a caretaker, but I'm certainly no murderer. You, on the other hand, are quite the nasty, conniving piece of... Well, I'd have a few choice words, only there's kids present.
Seriously, you have no evidence to suggest I killed anyone.
On the night of Miss Simmons' murder, I saw the crime scene shortly after the law. I noticed one particular inconsistency with your culinary skills. I get that you're no Mary Berry, but the cake was rather rustic. I noticed it had a large chunk missing from the top layer.
A layer of cake? That's all you've got?
I'm not quite finished yet. If you cast your mind back to this morning, I'm sure you'll remember your embarrassing crumb incident. I'm a caretaker. I notice every nook and cranny. You best get your mother to wash your clothes a little more often, but that won't be a problem behind bars.
You really think that'll send me behind bars? A half-baked conspiracy about crumbs and layers?
Half-baked? Ha! I say you did a good job. You see, the crumbs from your jacket taste the same as this missing layer of cake. You just couldn't resist a taste of your own poison. And one more thing. The entire crime scene looked like Miss Simmons struggled for her final breath. It don't take no sleuth to know she was looking for her EpiPen. So hand it over. I know you got it.
God, you're really as dumb as you look.
How the hell did you expect to crack this case?
No wonder you're just a toilet cleaner. I didn't even know about this EpiPen thing, let alone steal it. You've been lied to, you fool.
What?
Sorry, Pat. I did say I was an opportunist.
What?
None of us, including me, ever do great things, but we can all do small things with great love, and together we can do something wonderful.
Did you just quote Mother Teresa?
You see, I was barely even involved. Think of me as a mere spectator or social justice Mother Teresa.
Please tell me you're kidding.
I'm sure things would have been far less messy if I had done it all myself, but you can't have everything. But you know what the best part was? It was all so easy. I simply watched on as, well, they did everything I ever dreamed of.
That means you all did it.